Hello and welcome. I'm Saeed from StoryPlanet.net. Dive right into the essence of the most captivating books without reading them cover to cover. Whether you're on the go, at the gym, or just relaxing at home, we offer you a unique and enriching listening experience. Today, we are exploring the book, The Myth of American Inequality, a creation by Phil Gramm, Robert Ekelund, and John Early. The book, The Myth of American Inequality, debunks common misconceptions about inequality in the United States. By dispelling misleading official data, it reveals that poverty is nearly non-existent in modern America and the rich-poor gap is not as wide as believed. Before we delve into these revelations, it's interesting to note that Phil Gramm, a former senator who chaired the U.S. Senate Banking Committee, is now a visiting scholar at the American Enterprise Institute. Bob Ekelund, an economics professor at Auburn University in Alabama, has authored over 20 books and numerous articles on economic history and policy. John Early, a mathematical economist and former assistant commissioner at the Bureau of Labor Statistics, has published extensively on areas such as price fluctuations, labor market trends, and healthcare. With 5 key ideas to unveil, brace yourself for a deep dive into this captivating book on StoryPlanet.net. To start, the text discusses economic inequality from a factual perspective, focusing on the benefits or drawbacks it may have for individuals. The text emphasizes the importance of statistical measures in shaping our view of the world, especially in economic indicators to assess the well-being of nations and societies. It highlights the impact of inaccurate statistics on political debates and policymaking, suggesting a need to correct the statistical picture of inequality and poverty in America. Key idea number 1. Official statistics show high levels of inequality and poverty in America. Income inequality in the United States is a major concern, with poverty rising and stagnating wages for most citizens while benefiting a small class of wealthy individuals. There is a consensus on the rise in inequality, but disagreement on whether it is a bad thing and what can be done about it. However, the authors of The Myth of American Inequality argue that commonly held beliefs on income, inequality, and poverty in the United States are largely inaccurate. Definitions of terms like inequality, poverty, and income are discussed to shed light on these misconceptions. The text indicates that current official statistics may overestimate the levels of income inequality and poverty in America. Key idea number 2. Government assistance programs are not included in official statistics. Current income measurement procedures were developed in 1947 when most assistance was provided in cash. Nowadays, many government aid programs provide in-kind benefits, such as food stamps or subsidized healthcare that are not counted as income by the Census Bureau. This leads to a significant underestimation of household spending power. Transfer payments significantly contribute to the spending power and standard of living of low-income households. The exclusion of these non-cash benefits distorts understanding of the financial situation of American households. Key idea number 3. Income statistics that are not accurate or unreliable can give a misleading impression of poverty levels. Overall, the text discusses how the Census Bureau underestimates the income of poorer households, consequently overestimating the number of poor Americans. It highlights that government spending on poverty alleviation has been substantial, amounting to $2.8 trillion annually. In 2017, after accounting for transfer payments, it was found that the poverty rate is actually under 3%, contrasting with the reported 13%. The text also notes improvements in living standards among lower-income households, mentioning decreased rates of hunger, inadequate housing, and homelessness. Finally, it concludes that many poor Americans have a higher standard of living compared to the past and to global standards, thanks to government programs, with data suggesting significant improvements in household wealth over time. Key idea number 4. Not accounting for taxes can distort the true level of income inequality. The text debunks the popular misconception that top quintile households earn 16 times more than bottom quintile households by explaining how taxes and transfers affect income inequality. By adjusting for taxes paid, the difference in income between the two quintiles reduces to roughly 4 times, rather than 16 times as commonly believed. This correction challenges the notion that income inequality in the US is as extreme as commonly thought, prompting a re-evaluation of debates surrounding justice, redistribution, and the country's progressive taxation system. In conclusion, official statistics may be misleading as America is more prosperous than assumed, with poverty nearly eradicated. While the wealthiest households earn significantly more, they also pay higher taxes that contribute to redistributing resources and leveling economic inequalities. Thank you for listening to this summary. If you enjoyed this exploration, we invite you to discover other fascinating books on storyplanet.net. Don't wait any longer. A multitude of books, stories, and knowledge await you there. See you soon on storyplanet.net.